So oftentimes when the white middle class is not impacted by something, or even white poor people aren't visible, then you don't really notice something so much. But now it's kind of bleeding out from just being kind of the marginalized people on the bottom, but some of them may be your neighbors, some of them may be your friends. I've known people who were seemingly well-to-do, were seemingly doing well. The husband loses his job, and suddenly the family is completely in disarray. People have to sell their homes, have to move to other places, divorces, lots of pressure on the family. So I think those situations are becoming more and more apparent and more visible, and I think that's why there's change, and people are less likely to say that poor people deserve to be poor. There are many people. For instance, if we tell people go get a job, okay, and you'll be okay. If our minimum wage is $7.25 an hour, there is no way that person is going to be okay if they worked full time. Now, they would have to work double time, which means that if they have kids, they can't see their kids. They can't spend time with their kids. They can't be a parent. If they have to find some sort of childcare, it means that disrupts their entire life. That disrupts the kid's life if they can find it, if they can find reliable, safe childcare for their kids. So we sort of speak both sides of our mouth. You know, we can't tell people to go work, and if you work, you're going to do okay, and then not give them a job that's going to pay for their basic. I'm not talking like, you know, driving big cars or living extravagant lives. I'm talking basic things that people need to be able to survive. So I think that's what I would tell those people that say that poor people deserve to be poor. We have made poor people stay there as a society. We have allowed that to happen, and then we've waged a war on them. That's the other part, is that, okay, so now we have poor people, now we got to go and arrest them and fight them and, you know, make their life even more miserable and more unlivable. So I think we've created a self-fulfilling prophecy of this constant group of people that are constantly on the bottom, constantly being churned and used, and we actually profit from them because now the prison industrial complex has become a huge sector of the economy that's growing very, very rapidly. So it just becomes a bigger and bigger problem as we move forward, unless we address the issue of wages, of healthcare, of incarceration. All of those things are significant issues that need to be brought up.